So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roma Theory. Welcome to the biggest match preview of the season. Welcome to the match preview of the Rome Derby. Now again, this quick disclaimer is a pre-recorded live stream, and I'm actually pre-recording this even before the Ludogorets game because I'm leaving for a school football tournament. So anything which happens in the Ludogorets game, for example, injuries, are not considered in my predicted 11. So hopefully no injuries happen. But just a quick disclaimer that I do not know the Roma against Ludogorets result. So I cannot really talk about that match in preparation for the derby. And I can't talk about players if they get injured. So I'm just gonna say this match preview as if we did not play on Thursday against Ludogorets. And yeah, I mean, where do we start? This is not a normal football game. This is not a normal derby. This is one of the most fierce, one of the most violent, one of the most, passionate derbies around the world. And winning this match for both sides, for Roma and for Lazio, means, not just winning a football game. It means actually being superior to your other half. And it's a really big derby because both teams are the teams which represent the city of Rome. Lazio obviously was born before Roma, but Roma have got more trophies, won more derbies, and therefore they are the first team of the capital city of Italy. But already in Italy, football is viewed as in a different way. Passionate fans, just put that passion into one city. Two teams which represent the same city face each other in the same stadium, which is only separated by two different stands, is something insane. And you saw it last year from the stadium vlog. 99% I will be there on Sunday, so there will be another derby vlog coming your way. Just need to hope that trains don't have big delays coming back from my football tournament, but it shouldn't be the case. I will be there most probably. So it's gonna be sick. Another vlog will come. Hopefully we batter them. Hopefully we win. But kind of linking what I said before, this isn't just 22 players facing each other on a football pitch. This is a football game which represents a culture, which represents a city, which represents a country, which represents big fan bases and completely different fan bases as well, because the Roma fan base is passionate, is red and yellow. It's it's all about flags, it's all about that. Lazio obviously do have passion as well in their fans, but Lazio fans are way more extremist than Roma fans. And this is in no way trying to be biased here. Lazio fans know themselves that they've got a way extremist fan base than Roma. Their fan base is a very fascist fan base. And this is not just me saying this. This is, Lazio fans who are in this live stream right now will probably, admit this. Now, this doesn't mean that every Lazio fan is a fascist, but the extremists, the ultras, are fascists. Now, there were a few incidents which happened. Violence was definitely a big thing when it comes to this game, especially in latest years where security in football stadiums was poor. Now it's very hard because the two tifos are kind of kept clear from each other. But there will be some violent encounters as well. In the last derby, something which I didn't capture on camera. When we won 3-0, we were exiting the stadium. There was a Lazio father and a Roma father who basically beat themselves up next to their children. You do see some violent things sometimes. And it's also, several times linking to what I said that, the Lazio ultras are very fascists. There was this incident which happened where Lazio fans put stickers with Anna Frank wearing a Roma jersey all around the stadium. It's, sometimes it really makes you wonder what their vision of football is. But again, I mean, it's normal for me to talk shit about them. They are my biggest rivals. They are my team's biggest rivals. And yeah, I mean, the Rome derby, just like any derby, is also, you know, an event where you can mock your friends and where you get mocked from your friends if you lose. You know, it's just more than a football game. It's living different emotions. It's feeling sick the entire week before it, because you feel the pressure, especially because it's a derby, which is very unpredictable. Now, we've got derbies all around the world, like City and United, where basically have been dominated by clubs. For example, many years ago, Manchester United dominated the Manchester derby because Manchester City weren't a power. Now, Manchester City, you know, no one can compete with Man City, and Man City win every single Manchester derby. This is a derby where, in fact, most cases, out of 2 derbies in a season, Roma win one and Lazio win one. And in most cases, Roma-Lazio gets won by Roma and Lazio-Roma gets won by Lazio. You're probably saying, if it's the same stadium, well, what does it change? It is technically an away day. But you know, the fans are there. In fact, in Roma-Lazio, the stadium will be full of Roma fans, apart from the Curva Nord, which is the Lazio fan base section, and in Lazio against Roma, it's going to be full of Lazio fans, apart from the Curva Sud, which is the Roma fan base section. So yeah, I mean, it's more than just a football game, and I'm already feeling the pressure. You know, it's tough. It's going to be tough, and the biggest word to describe in this match preview is pressure, because the pressure will be felt now from many of these players. Now, we are lucky that we've got players who experienced derbies before, and who actually won derbies, because pressure in this match is what counts the most. And therefore, experience links with it very well. For example, I would never in a million years start Belotti on Sunday. Not because I don't think Belotti can give a positive impact, but because Belotti does not know what playing in a Rome derby is. So I would much rather see Belotti start in the next derby, which is in a couple of months. Tammy knows what a Rome derby is, scored 2 goals in a Rome derby, because yes, you know, in a derby, you completely forget about states of fitness, about mindsets, about poor performances. That gets completely and utterly just forgotten. It's about dealing with pressure. It really is. So moving on to my predicted 11, which you probably saw on the screen, it's a very classic lineup. No need to risk, no need to start many youngsters, which, you know, I'm very for starting youngsters, not in this game. The fact that Zalewski is starting this is already something big, because Spina should have started this, but unfortunately he's injured. So Rui Patricio, Ibanez, Smalling and Mancini, who've been solid all the way through, need to continue this solid performance, this solid momentum in defense. Smalling needs a Son twist performance. Then in the midfield, I've got Karsdorp, who knows this match really well, and Zalewski on the 2 fullbacks, and Matic and Kamara in the middle. And I'm kind of contradicting myself here, because Cristante knows the derby, Kamara doesn't. Matic will 100% start this game, because he has got the experience to deal with pressure, and because he's used to playing in these very high pressure games in the Premier League. My biggest doubt is on either Kamara or Cristante. Now, why do I put Kamara and not Cristante? Cristante knows the derby really well. In fact, I won't be surprised if Matic and Cristante start this. But they do not have Milinkovic-Savic. What does that mean? That means that if we've got speed in our midfielder, we can absolutely lynch them. They do not have a good midfielder without Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic is the pivot of this team, and he's out because of a red card. Their striker, Immobile, is out because of an injury. There are rumors saying that he can try an ultimate recovery and start the derby, but it's going to be very hard. In fact, it's not the case, because Lazio are then playing Juventus in a couple of weeks. You know, it's a game which everyone wants to win, but Immobile won't start because Sarri won't risk it. We've got 2 of their big players missing, Milinkovic-Savic and Immobile. Now, up front, Pellegrini, who's the captain, has to start, and Nico. Now, Nico did not get even 1 minute of game time in the last story, which won 3-0. Now, Nico has something to digest with Lazio fans. Lazio fans are scared of him, can we say. When he broke his ACL, Lazio fans were singing chants against him, like Nico jump with us. And several times, Nico's mum actually got involved in many chants from Lazio fans. And the day after we won the Conference League, Nico started singing that Zaccagni's son is Nico's son. Now, what does that mean? Now, Zaniolo's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, is Zaccagni's girlfriend. And they're about to give birth. I mean, she's about to give birth. So there's an entire situation which is very weird. So a chant has been... Nico hates this team. Nico will perform so well because he wants to lynch them. He wants to score and just celebrate in front of their Lazio fans with an ice cold performance. With an ice cold celebration. He wants to do that. And then Tammy up front. Just because what I said before. Now, it's very easy for us to go, actually, it's not easy for us because this isn't like any game. We won't have the concentrations in this game. And I can tell you for a fact, Jose will not allow the team have the concentrations in this match because he knows that the fans want to win this more than the players and that losing this can create problems, especially enthusiastic problems. Winning this will give such an enthusiasm. Imagine we win today against Ludogorets and on Sunday we win the derby. That is enthusiasm all life long. The team would just carry on a massive momentum streak. Losing this, on the other hand, can influence your bad performances because you feel that pressure from the fans because they want to win this. It's about fan bases, this match is. So yeah, it's not easy for us to go, oh well, Immobile and Milinkovic are out. Who do they have? It's not easy for us to do that because it's a derby. But it's easy for us to think that we're the favourites when it comes to them because they don't have Milinkovic and Immobile. And as much as that can be good for the bookies, it's not. Because a derby, as I said before, is not about favouritism. It's about dealing with pressure and managing it and just performing well and ignoring all the fans booing at you and that. It's all about that. So obviously them not having Milinkovic and Immobile is good for us. That will definitely shift the security attention to Smalling and Mancini and Ibanez to Luis Alberto, which is a very good playmaker, and Zaccagni, who's their biggest threat now because he's on a good form. Same discussion with Nico. He needs that performance because of what happened with him and Nico about the baby. So, Zaccagni will definitely try and play better than Nico. It's going to be a 1-to-1 to watch. But yeah, they've got also Felipe Anderson, which could be dangerous, but I think Smalling can absolutely pocket him. So yeah, getting into this, I want to see 11 warriors. I want to see 11 gladiators. I want to see 11 players who have got the Colosseum in their mind and about to fight a gladiator fight. I want to see that. I want to see players which put the balls, which don't just park the bus, which actually shoot, which want to win, which tackle, and at the end of the day, which want to send these rat sewages, should I say sewage rats, where they belong. The rivalry is big. The fan bases are big. None of the fan bases want to lose this. But it's a derby. It's the biggest and most important match of the season. Even though it doesn't seem, not just because it's a derby, but because who wins this, it's a top 4 clash. So who wins this gets a massive advantage. It's about everything. And it's about dealing with all of these factors combined. So all I need to say is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rome derby. And unlike other games, I'm not giving my prediction for this. I really don't. You never say predictions before derbies. I just want to see warriors. I just want to see gladiators who want to show everyone that they are the team, the first team of this city. A very historic city. A very, culturally profound city. A very important city when it comes to the football culture. I want to see that in these players. I want to see that. I want to see them beat Lazio. I want to see them batter Lazio. I want to see them, if we win, teasing him on social media. I want to see that, because that is what a derby is about. So I'm not going to drag on this any further. I'm going to end it here. And all I need to say is play, calm, we're at home, the stadium is ours, and hopefully also the result. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure to smash the subscribe button and smash the like button in this video. You do not want to miss it. It's the biggest video of the season coming your way, most probably on Sunday. 99.9999% that there will be a stadium vlog. That 0.0001%, it's there. It's almost impossible for me to miss this, but if a train is delayed, then there's nothing I can do about it. I'm in Verona for a football tournament. I'm leaving in a couple of hours, so I'll definitely keep you updated when it comes to that. Hopefully we win tonight against Ludogorets, and then we have to win the derby. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below. Not predictions this time. I don't want to see any predictions. Predicted 11 and thoughts, pressure, and how you're feeling a few days before the Rome derby. So I'll catch you soon. Simon, out.